What mysteries lie hidden within the ancient stones of Machu Picchu that could change everything we thought we knew about this enigmatic city? Machu Picchu, often called the lost city of the Incas, is a marvel of architecture, culture, and spirituality perched high in the Andes Mountains of Peru. Yet, despite its fame, there remains much about this place that puzzles historians, archaeologists, and visitors alike. The true purpose of Machu Picchu, the reasons behind its secretive location, and the incredible precision of its construction all invite us to look deeper, to question established narratives, and to explore a history richer and more complex than the simple tales often told. The discovery of Machu Picchu by Hiram Bingham in 1911 brought this magnificent site to international attention. For decades, it was believed to be merely a royal retreat or a remote fortress. However, as scholars studied the city more closely, alternative theories emerged suggesting that Machu Picchu was much more than a luxury residence. Its layout and architectural elements speak of religious, astronomical, and even scientific significance. Some argue it was a sacred place designed to connect the Inca people with their gods, the stars, and the earth itself. Others propose it served as an advanced observatory to track celestial events with astounding accuracy. One of the most striking mysteries about Machu Picchu is why it was built in such an inaccessible place. Nestled between steep mountains and shrouded in clouds, the site is almost invisible from the surrounding valleys. This deliberate concealment may indicate that Machu Picchu was meant to be hidden from enemies, or perhaps it was reserved only for those who understood its deeper spiritual meaning. The Incas believed in the power of the mountains, or apus, which were sacred spirits protecting the land and its people. Machu Picchu's location among these apus suggests a profound relationship between the city and the natural world, possibly making it a sanctuary where the earthly and divine met. Examining the city's architectural features reveals remarkable engineering and cultural symbolism. The presence of temples dedicated to the sun and the moon, finely carved stone terraces, and a sophisticated water management system suggest a community that revered both nature and the cosmos. The precise alignment of key structures with solar solstices and equinoxes supports the idea that Machu Picchu functioned as an astronomical observatory. The Incas tracked celestial cycles not only for agricultural purposes, but also as part of their spiritual beliefs, seeing the stars as guides and ancestors. In recent years, researchers like Professor Johann Reinhard have argued that Machu Picchu was a center for sacred rituals and celestial observations. Reinhard points out that the placement of stones and buildings corresponds with important astronomical events, emphasizing the Incas' advanced knowledge of the cosmos. This challenges the common perception of Machu Picchu as a simple retreat and opens new perspectives on the scientific and religious sophistication of the Inca civilization. Despite all this knowledge, the question remains, why was Machu Picchu abandoned? Unlike other Inca sites that were continuously inhabited or destroyed by conquest, Machu Picchu seems to have been deliberately deserted. Was its purpose so sacred and specific that once fulfilled, the city was no longer needed? Or did historical events, such as Spanish conquest and internal strife, force its abandonment? The ruins hold their silence, inviting us to piece together their story from stone and shadow. As we begin this journey through Machu Picchu's hidden secrets, we will explore the many facets of its existence. The legends and myths woven around its stones, the cutting-edge archaeological discoveries shedding light on its past, and the ongoing mysteries that continue to challenge our understanding of this wonder of the ancient world. Each corner of Machu Picchu offers a story waiting to be uncovered, a connection between humanity, nature, and the cosmos that transcends time. Before we dive deeper, I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think Machu Picchu was really used for? Was it a royal palace, A temple, an observatory, or something else entirely? Your perspective could open new doors in this fascinating discussion. The story of Machu Picchu begins long before its discovery in 1911, deep in the history of the Inca Empire. The Incas were master builders and astronomers, crafting a civilization that thrived in one of the most challenging environments on Earth. Machu Picchu, constructed in the 15th century during the reign of Emperor Pachacuti, reflects the zenith of Inca ingenuity and spirituality. Its stone terraces and temples were not just practical. They were designed with a purpose that combined utility, faith, and cosmic understanding. One of the first clues to Machu Picchu's deeper significance lies in its intricate water system. The Incas engineered a network of canals, fountains, and drainage that still function today, channeling mountain springs through the city. This hydraulic mastery was no accident. Water was sacred in Inca culture, seen as a divine gift from the gods. The constant flow and sound of water within Machu Picchu's walls created a living connection between the earthly realm and spiritual forces. Scholars believe these waterworks were part of ritual purification practices and ceremonies, making Machu Picchu not only a home, but a sacred space. Another fascinating aspect is the city's architecture, built to withstand earthquakes through perfectly cut stones that fit together without mortar. This technique, known as ashlar masonry, ensured the city's durability and reflected the Incas' respect for nature's forces. More than mere practicality, this precision symbolizes a harmony between human creation and the earth, reinforcing the idea that Machu Picchu was a place where humans and nature coexisted in balance. The religious importance of Machu Picchu is further highlighted by the presence of the Intihuatana stone, often called the hitching post of the sun. This carved rock is believed to have been used as an astronomical clock or calendar to mark solstices and equinoxes. By aligning with the sun's movements, the Intihuatana anchored the spiritual and agricultural cycles crucial to the Inca way of life. The stone's shape and placement were carefully chosen to channel solar energy, symbolically tying the people to the divine light. Yet, Machu Picchu's function may have been even more complex. Some researchers propose that the city served as a pilgrimage center. Pilgrims from across the empire might have traveled through sacred trails to reach Machu Picchu, experiencing spiritual renewal amid its breathtaking landscape. The combination of natural beauty, architectural grandeur, and celestial alignment created an environment ideal for rituals meant to unite the community with the gods and cosmos. The location of Machu Picchu itself tells a story. Perched nearly 2,430 meters above sea level, it overlooks the Urubamba River, which the Incas revered as a living spirit. The surrounding peaks were considered apus, or mountain deities, believed to protect and bless the land. By situating their city in this sacred geography, the Incas embedded Machu Picchu within a spiritual network that linked earth, sky, and water. This deliberate choice highlights the inseparable connection between their environment and their cosmology. Despite these insights, the mystery of Machu Picchu's sudden abandonment remains. Archaeological evidence suggests that the city was deserted shortly after the Spanish conquest, yet it shows no signs of battle or destruction. This has led to speculation that Machu Picchu was deliberately hidden to protect it from invaders, or preserved as a sacred retreat to be used only by select individuals. The silence of the ruins invites us to imagine a society that chose to safeguard its most sacred place by vanishing from it. In the broader context of Inca history, Machu Picchu challenges many assumptions. The Incas did not leave written records. So much of what we know comes from their architecture, artifacts, and oral traditions. Each discovery at Machu Picchu redefines our understanding of their culture, revealing a civilization deeply attuned to nature, astronomy, and spiritual practice. This city, once lost to the world, continues to speak across centuries, reminding us that history is never fixed, but always open to reinterpretation. As we continue exploring, we will examine more about the astronomical alignments, the spiritual symbolism, and the archaeological discoveries that make Machu Picchu one of the greatest mysteries of human civilization. What else could this city be hiding? And how might these secrets change our view of the past and its connection to the present? Machu Picchu's astronomical features are among its most compelling mysteries, revealing a civilization with a profound understanding of the cosmos. The city's architects designed many structures to align with key celestial events, integrating astronomy into the spiritual and daily life of the Incas. One of the most remarkable examples is the Temple of the Sun, which is carefully oriented to catch the first rays of sunlight during the winter solstice. On this day, the sun appears through a window and shines directly on a carved rock altar, marking a sacred moment of rebirth and renewal. This precise solar alignment suggests that the Incas were skilled observers who used Machu Picchu as a calendar to regulate agricultural cycles and religious festivals. The importance of solar worship in Inca culture cannot be overstated. The sun god Inti was the empire's chief deity, and rituals honoring him were essential for the prosperity and harmony of the people. By harnessing the sun's movements within Machu Picchu, the Incas created a living symbol of their divine connection and earthly governance. In addition to solar alignments, other structures appear designed to track lunar and stellar movements. The Intihuatana stone, often called the sundial, may have been used to predict solstices and equinoxes, helping priests to plan ceremonies and agricultural work. Some archaeologists have suggested that Machu Picchu's positioning also corresponds with the appearance of the Pleiades star cluster, which held special significance for Andean cultures as a marker of the agricultural calendar. These astronomical connections challenge the notion that ancient civilizations were disconnected from scientific observation. The Incas demonstrated a sophisticated knowledge of the heavens, using architecture and natural landscape to create an open-air observatory that blended science, spirituality, and art. Machu Picchu, therefore, stands as a testament not only to human creativity but also to a worldview that saw the cosmos and the earth as deeply intertwined. Beyond its celestial functions, Machu Picchu was a hub of religious symbolism. The city contains multiple temples, altars, and ceremonial spaces, each rich with meaning. The Temple of the Three Windows, for instance, is believed to represent the Inca creation myth, where the first humans emerged from three sacred caves. These windows align with the sunrise and create a powerful metaphor for emergence, light, and life. The agricultural terraces surrounding the city also carry symbolic weight. They reflect the Inca principle of reciprocity between people and the land, known as Aini. These terraces not only allowed for efficient farming on steep slopes, but also embodied a spiritual contract with nature, ensuring balance and respect between humans and the environment. The water channels running through the terraces symbolized purification and renewal, reinforcing Machu Picchu's role as a sacred place of harmony. Archaeological discoveries have unearthed artifacts suggesting that Machu Picchu was home to a small community of priests, nobles, and workers dedicated to maintaining the city's spiritual and practical functions. The precision of stonework, the layout of residential areas, and evidence of ritual offerings indicate a society deeply invested in ceremonial life. This challenges the view of Machu Picchu as simply a royal retreat, highlighting its role as a vibrant center of Inca culture and belief. While Machu Picchu's secrets continue to unfold, modern technology has opened new ways to explore and understand the site. Techniques such as LiDAR scanning have revealed previously hidden terraces and structures, expanding our knowledge of the city's size and complexity. These discoveries emphasize that Machu Picchu was more than a standalone city. It was part of a larger network of sacred sites interconnected by roads and trails. The ongoing research fuels debates about the true purpose and meaning of Machu Picchu, inviting us to rethink history and the legacy of the Incas. Was Machu Picchu primarily a ceremonial center, an astronomical observatory, a royal estate, or all of these at once? The answer may lie in the way the Incas viewed the world, as a complex, interconnected system where the spiritual, natural, and political realms blended seamlessly. As we delve further into Machu Picchu's mysteries, we discover that this ancient city is not just a relic of the past, but a living symbol of human curiosity, ingenuity, and reverence for the universe. Its stones speak to us across time, urging us to look beyond appearances and explore the profound connections between earth and sky, tradition and innovation, history and myth. One of the most enduring enigmas of Machu Picchu lies in its deliberate concealment and the mystery surrounding its abandonment. Unlike other great Inca sites that were openly accessible and continuously inhabited, Machu Picchu remained hidden from Spanish conquistadors and much of the outside world for centuries. This isolation prompts the question, was the city intentionally designed to remain secret? If so, what was the purpose of hiding such a magnificent place? Scholars have suggested several possibilities. One theory posits that Machu Picchu functioned as a sacred retreat reserved for Inca elites, priests, and select members of society who guarded its secrets and used it for spiritual ceremonies away from the public eye. Its remote mountain location, surrounded by steep cliffs and cloud forests, provided natural protection and an atmosphere of mystery that elevated its spiritual significance. Another theory explores the idea that Machu Picchu was a political and cultural stronghold, a symbol of Inca power, deliberately hidden to preserve its sanctity during times of conflict. The Spanish conquest devastated much of the Inca Empire, and Machu Picchu's hidden position may have spared it from destruction. It is possible that the Incas abandoned the city as they retreated from advancing forces, leaving it to rest in obscurity. The lack of written records about Machu Picchu further deepens the mystery. The Incas did not have a written language as we know it, but used a complex system of knotted strings called quipus for record-keeping. These quipus, however, have yet to be fully deciphered, and much of Machu Picchu's history remains locked within them. This absence of textual evidence forces historians to rely on archaeological findings, oral traditions, and astronomical studies to reconstruct the city's story. The very stones of Machu Picchu hold clues to its hidden meanings. Many of the rocks feature carvings and shapes aligned with natural landmarks and celestial events. Some researchers argue that the city was built following sacred geometric principles, which embedded spiritual knowledge into the very fabric of the city. These design choices reflect a worldview in which mathematics, astronomy, and spirituality were inseparable. Further evidence points to Machu Picchu as a place of pilgrimage. Ancient trails connecting the city to other sacred sites suggest that people traveled great distances to reach its gates. These journeys were likely filled with ritual and preparation, reinforcing the city's status as a center for spiritual renewal and connection with the divine. Modern archaeological projects continue to reveal surprising discoveries. For instance, excavations have uncovered tombs and burial sites within Machu Picchu, indicating the presence of revered ancestors whose spirits were honored by the living. These findings reinforce the idea that Machu Picchu was a nexus where life, death, and spirituality converged. Additionally, the city's agricultural terraces not only supported food production, but also demonstrated advanced knowledge of microclimates and sustainable farming. This reflects the Incas' respect for nature's rhythms and their ability to adapt technology to preserve the environment. Machu Picchu thus stands as an example of ecological wisdom intertwined with spiritual practice. In recent years, debates have emerged regarding the impact of tourism on Machu Picchu's preservation. The site attracts millions of visitors annually, raising concerns about environmental degradation and cultural commodification. Efforts by Peruvian authorities aim to balance access with conservation, ensuring that Machu Picchu's secrets remain protected for future generations. Understanding Machu Picchu requires an appreciation of the Inca worldview, one that embraces complexity, connection, and sacredness in every aspect of life. The city is not just an archaeological site, but a living testament to a culture that saw the universe as a web of relationships between people, nature, and the divine. As we reflect on Machu Picchu's hidden secrets, we are invited to reconsider our relationship with history and heritage. The stories embedded in its stones challenge us to look beyond the obvious, to seek the deeper meanings that connect us to our past and guide our future. Machu Picchu is more than a marvel of stone and engineering. It is a beacon of human creativity, spirituality, and resilience. As we continue our journey into Machu Picchu's mysteries, it is essential to recognize the cultural and historical context that shaped its creation. The Inca Empire, or Tawantinsuyu, was the largest empire in pre-Columbian America, known for its remarkable administrative efficiency, road systems, and agricultural innovations. Machu Picchu emerged not in isolation, but as part of this vast and complex civilization that stretched across diverse landscapes from the Pacific coast to the high Andes. One of the empire's most impressive achievements was its road network, which connected Machu Picchu to Cusco, the capital, and to other important sites. These roads were more than transportation routes. They were lifelines of communication, trade, and religious pilgrimage. The paths leading to Machu Picchu, including the famous Inca Trail, were carefully constructed with terraces, staircases, and way stations, designed to guide pilgrims through a spiritual journey that culminated at the city. Machu Picchu's design reflects the Inca philosophy of duality, balance, and harmony. The city is divided into urban and agricultural sectors, symbolizing the complementary relationship between human life and nature. Within the urban zone, residential areas, temples, and plazas are organized with a clear spatial hierarchy, while the terraces embody the principle of working the land responsibly. Moreover, Machu Picchu's architecture incorporates natural rock formations and integrates them into the cityscape. This seamless blending of the built and natural environment suggests a respect for the sacred qualities of the landscape. The Incas did not seek to dominate nature, but to live in balance with it, creating spaces that honored the Earth's power and beauty. The symbolism of Machu Picchu extends to its spiritual functions. The city hosted rituals connected to agricultural cycles, ancestor worship, and cosmic events. The alignment of temples and stones with solstices and celestial bodies served as a calendar for these ceremonies, reinforcing the unity between time, space, and divine forces. These observances were vital for maintaining social order and expressing collective identity. Recent studies suggest that Machu Picchu was also a place of education and knowledge transmission. Priests and nobles may have used the city to teach astronomy, agriculture, and religious doctrine to the elite. This educational role highlights Machu Picchu's importance as a cultural center where tradition and innovation coexisted. Another dimension to consider is the artistic expression found within Machu Picchu. Carvings, pottery, and textiles discovered at the site reveal sophisticated craftsmanship and symbolic motifs. These artistic elements communicated status, beliefs, and cosmological concepts, enriching the city's cultural fabric. The rediscovery of Machu Picchu sparked worldwide fascination, but also raised questions about the preservation and interpretation of indigenous heritage. For many descendants of the Inca, Machu Picchu is a sacred ancestral site that embodies their identity and history. Efforts to protect and honor these connections continue amid growing tourism and global interest. In reflecting on Machu Picchu's hidden secrets, it becomes clear that this city is more than a collection of ruins. It is a living story that challenges us to rethink history, culture, and our place in the world. The mysteries embedded in its stones invite us to embrace complexity, seek knowledge, and respect the intricate bonds between people, nature, and the cosmos. As we conclude this part of our exploration, consider how Machu Picchu's legacy can inspire us today. What lessons does it offer about sustainability, spirituality, and community? How can ancient wisdom guide modern life? Share your thoughts and reflections, and join the conversation about one of humanity's most remarkable treasures. Delving deeper into Machu Picchu's spiritual dimensions, it is important to understand the role of sacred geography in Inca culture. The Incas believed that the earth was alive, animated by powerful spirits called Pachamama, Mother Earth, and Apus, mountain gods. These entities governed the natural world and demanded respect through rituals and offerings. Machu Picchu's location amidst towering peaks and overlooking the Urubamba River placed it at the heart of this spiritual landscape, making the city a focal point for communication with divine forces. The interplay between the city's architecture and its environment exemplifies this sacred geography. Buildings were carefully positioned to mirror mountain contours and align with water sources, creating a harmonious relationship between human constructions and the natural world. This integration was not just aesthetic, but reflected a cosmological order that linked the earthly and celestial realms. Ritual practices at Machu Picchu likely involved offerings of food, textiles, and even human sacrifices to honor gods and ensure fertility and protection. While the extent of such sacrifices remains debated, archaeological evidence points to ceremonial platforms and burial sites used for spiritual purposes. These sacred activities would have reinforced social cohesion and the authority of religious leaders within the Inca hierarchy. Another fascinating aspect of Machu Picchu's spirituality is its connection to ancestor worship. The Incas revered their ancestors, believing that their spirits continued to influence the living world. Tombs and ceremonial spaces within the city suggest that Machu Picchu functioned as a place where ancestors were venerated and consulted, strengthening communal bonds and cultural continuity. In addition to religious rituals, Machu Picchu was a center of scientific observation. The Incas' ability to track solar and lunar cycles had practical applications in agriculture and timekeeping, but also carried spiritual significance. By understanding and honoring the movements of celestial bodies, the Incas sought to maintain harmony between heaven and earth, ensuring balance and prosperity. Recent technological advances, such as satellite imagery and ground-penetrating radar, have uncovered hidden structures and pathways within Machu Picchu, suggesting that the city was even more extensive and complex than previously believed. These findings hint at layers of history and use that may reveal new insights into Inca life and cosmology. Machu Picchu also stands as a symbol of resilience and cultural identity for indigenous peoples in the Andes. Its preservation and recognition on the world stage contribute to a broader movement to honor indigenous knowledge and history. Efforts to involve local communities in conservation underscore the ongoing relationship between the site and its descendants. As we reflect on these spiritual and cultural dimensions, Machu Picchu emerges not only as a physical place, but as a powerful symbol of human connection to nature, the cosmos, and each other. Its mysteries invite us to explore questions about belief, identity, and the meaning of sacred space. In this light, Machu Picchu challenges us to reconsider modern notions of progress and development. It reminds us that knowledge is not only technological, but also spiritual and relational. The city's secrets beckon us to honor ancient wisdom while forging paths toward sustainable and respectful futures. As we continue to uncover Machu Picchu's stories, let us keep an open mind and heart, recognizing that every stone and shadow holds lessons waiting to be discovered. What does Machu Picchu teach us about the balance between innovation and tradition? How can its legacy inspire us to live in harmony with the world around us? Share your reflections and questions below. Together, we continue the journey into the heart of this extraordinary city. The architectural mastery of Machu Picchu not only showcases the Incas' engineering skills, but also serves as a profound expression of their worldview. Every stone was meticulously cut and placed to withstand the seismic activity common to the Andes, demonstrating an advanced understanding of structural stability. But beyond functionality, the design reflects a spiritual narrative that connects the city's inhabitants with their environment and the cosmos. The city's layout follows a deliberate plan, dividing spaces for religious, agricultural, and residential use. This organization mirrors the Inca belief in duality and balance, concepts central to their cosmology. For example, the division between the Hanan, upper, and Hurin, lower sectors reflects social hierarchies and the complementary forces of nature and society. Such divisions were not merely practical, but imbued with symbolic significance. Stonework at Machu Picchu exemplifies precision and artistry. The walls fit perfectly without mortar, a technique called ashlar masonry, which allowed the structures to endure centuries of earthquakes and weathering. Certain stones also bear carvings that may have had ritualistic meanings or served as astronomical markers. This blend of science, art, and spirituality underscores the holistic approach of Inca culture. Water management at Machu Picchu is another marvel. The city includes a sophisticated system of canals, fountains, and drainage designed to control mountain water sources effectively. These water features were both practical, providing drinking and irrigation water, and symbolic, representing purity and the flow of life. Water was central to Inca rituals, and its presence within Machu Picchu reinforced the city's sacred character. Agricultural terraces surrounding Machu Picchu reflect sustainable land use and environmental adaptation. These terraces reduced erosion, maximized arable land, and created microclimates suitable for diverse crops. They also symbolize the Inca principle of aini, or reciprocity, illustrating the respectful relationship between people and nature. This ancient agricultural wisdom resonates today as a model for ecological stewardship. Exploring Machu Picchu's religious sites reveals layers of spiritual meaning. The Temple of the Sun, for example, was a place for sun worship, with windows perfectly aligned to solar events. The Sacred Plaza, the Room of the Three Windows, and other ceremonial areas served as stages for rituals that reinforced social order and cosmic harmony. These spaces were vital for connecting humans with the divine and maintaining the empire's spiritual health. The discovery of burial sites and ritual artifacts within Machu Picchu offers insights into its inhabitants' beliefs about life, death, and the afterlife. These findings suggest that the city was not only a living space, but also a place where ancestors were honored and spiritual continuity ensured. This reverence for ancestors linked Machu Picchu to a timeless cycle of existence. As modern researchers employ new technologies such as 3D scanning and geophysical surveys, they continue to uncover hidden aspects of Machu Picchu. These advances reveal previously unknown structures and pathways, expanding our understanding of the city's complexity and purpose. Such discoveries challenge us to rethink assumptions and embrace the dynamic nature of historical knowledge. Machu Picchu's impact extends beyond archaeology. It is a symbol of indigenous resilience and cultural pride. For many, the site represents a reclaiming of history and identity, a testament to the ingenuity and spirituality of their ancestors. Preservation efforts focus not only on physical conservation, but also on honoring these living connections. In contemplating Machu Picchu's architectural secrets, we see a civilization that wove together science, art, and spirituality into a unified vision. The city stands as a testament to human creativity and a reminder that our built environments can reflect deeper values and relationships. What lessons might we learn from Machu Picchu's integration of form, function, and meaning? How can ancient wisdom inform contemporary design and community? These questions invite ongoing exploration and dialogue. As we reach the conclusion of our exploration of Machu Picchu's hidden secrets, it becomes clear that this ancient city is much more than a remarkable archaeological site. It is a living testament to the ingenuity, spirituality, and resilience of the Inca civilization. Machu Picchu invites us to reconsider history not as a fixed narrative, but as a complex tapestry woven from myths, discoveries, and ongoing mysteries. Throughout this journey, we have seen Machu Picchu as a royal retreat, a sacred temple, an astronomical observatory, and a symbol of harmonious coexistence with nature. Its hidden location, precise architecture, and spiritual significance reveal a multifaceted purpose that challenges simple explanations. Each stone and terrace tells a story of a people deeply connected to the cosmos and committed to preserving balance between earth and sky. The questions that remain: why was Machu Picchu abandoned? What exact roles did it serve? And what deeper knowledge might still be concealed within its walls? Encourage us to continue seeking, learning, and respecting the wisdom of ancient cultures. Machu Picchu's legacy is not only in its stones, but in its power to inspire curiosity and reverence across generations. In a world facing environmental challenges and cultural shifts, Machu Picchu reminds us of the importance of sustainability, spiritual connection, and community. Its lessons urge us to honor our natural surroundings, cherish our heritage, and approach history with humility and openness. We invite you to reflect on what Machu Picchu means to you. How do its mysteries speak to our contemporary world? What can we learn from the Incas of science, art, and spirituality? Please share your thoughts and questions in the comments below to keep this dialogue alive. Thank you for joining this journey into one of humanity's greatest wonders. Machu Picchu remains a beacon, a place where past and present meet, and where the secrets of the earth and stars continue to whisper their stories. Thank you for watching this video. Click here to check out another interesting video.